So for step 3 here, it asks us to compare the amount of product that we made using each reagent and use the one that made the smaller amount and label that as our limiting reagent. So think about what you just did in the last 2 steps. We used 67 grams of chlorine and we figured out, well, how many grams of sodium chloride that made. And we used 32 grams of the chlorine gas and figured out how many grams of sodium chloride I produced there. So using the 67 grams of the sodium, we were able to figure out how many grams of sodium chloride we made. And using the 32 grams of chlorine, we were able to figure out how many grams of sodium chloride we can make. What you need to do now is compare these two values here. Let's compare the values that you had from step 2 for the grams of sodium you made with the grams of sodium chloride, you made with the sodium, and grams of sodium chloride you made using the chlorine gas. Whichever one made less is your limiting reagent. Whichever reactant of these made more of the sodium chloride is your excess reagent. So label your limiting excess reagent. One of these will be sodium, one of these will be chlorine. Compare your answers. Press next to try out your answer and see if you got it correct.